everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Shelby, and a while back I did a Twitter poll asking you guys what you wanted to see, and it was a tie between 100% Drugstore and a boho inspired look. So I decided let's just combine the two and make 100% Drugstore boho. But I added a little twist to it and made it a psychedelic boho look. I hope you enjoy it. I made the skin really fresh and dewy and bronzy, and I have this like reddish brown tone in the look that when I think of boho, I think of a reddish brown color, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a twist, so that's why I went in with this really fun brownish blue. So if you want to know how I created this look, then keep on watching. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Make sure you're following me on other social media. I'll leave it linked down below in the description box. Leave me some comments and some likes, and let's just continue into the video. I'm going to start out by priming my eyes. I'm going to use a concealer. This is the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin Concealer in the shade Ivory. I'm going to be using two Drugstore palettes, and the first one is this Milani Everyday Eyes Smokey Essentials number 3, and I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to set my lid and my crease. Sorry if my voice annoys anybody, but if you want to be very annoyed, go back to like my very first videos. My voice has changed so much because I had my tonsils removed, and when I got my tonsils removed, my voice sounded so much better. But in my older YouTube videos, I sounded so nasally and gross. It was sad. I don't like listening to my old voice. But me being sick right now is kind of reminding me of the old voice. Using that same Milani palette, I'm going to dip into the shade right next to it, which is just a really nice cool tone transition. And I'm going to drag this shade down a little bit onto the lid because I do have hooded eyes and I want it to not leave any bare blank spaces. Taking a brush with no product and really blending the edges. Now stay with me when I go in with this color. It will make sense in the end, I promise. Same Milani palette. I'm going to grab this blue shade right here. Same color, different brush. I just want a more defined blending brush. And start blending this lower into the crease. So not as high as we did with that cool toned taupe color. And it is a shimmery color, so if you aren't a fan of putting shimmery colors in the crease, you can just go in with a matte blue. Let me know if you guys like this setup, the background, the lighting, the angle. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And I'm going to repeat those steps on the other eye. Alright, once you have the crease however you want it, we can go in with a really fun color. This is what makes this look the psychedelic boho, because when I think of a boho look, I'm thinking of like a reddish brown color. But with this color, it gives it a twist because it does have the reddish brown tones in it, but it gives you a little something more. See, there's the reddish brown that I wanted, and then gives you greens and blues. So that's why the blue crease is something I wanted, so that it could look really nice with that shade. So I'm going to take this shade on a flat shader brush, and I am going to spray this with a setting spray just to give it that more foiled look. And I'm just going to apply it directly to the lid. And I am bringing it up into the crease so that when it blends, it will blend into that blue really, really nicely. Like, isn't that so cool? When I was on Pinterest looking up boho looks to get inspired, I saw a lot of looks that incorporated blue. So I wanted to incorporate blue, and then I was going through my Drugstore palettes and I totally forgot about this gem. So I'm like, what if I made it a psychedelic look? Like a twisted boho princess. So that's what I did, and I hope you guys enjoy it, so let me know what you think down below. Alright, I went ahead and primed my face using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer, and now we're going to go in with foundation. This foundation, I absolutely love the formula, but I just don't have in my shade, but we're just going to ignore that. This is the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation. This is in the shade Nude Beige, and I'm going to apply that with my damp beauty sponge from Real Techniques. So since I already did my eye makeup, I can use my foundation to really clean up any edges, lift up my shadow if needed. So I'll just kind of go parallel to my lash line For concealer, I'm going to use the concealer that I use to prime my lids, which is the Maybelline SuperStay Better Skin Concealer. I wanted my skin to look glowy because when I think of a boho look, I think of them being nice and glowy and fresh from being like outside, Pocahontas style. I don't know. To set my under eyes in any of the highlighted areas, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. I don't know how to actually say it. Going back into that Wet n Wild palette, I am just going to go ahead and use the contour shade just to bronze my face. For blush, I'm going in with the Milani powder blush in the shade Tea Rose. This is such a natural looking blush, so that's why I wanted to use it. Some other affordable drugstore blushes would be e.l.f. They sell quads, and I actually use those in my makeup kit for my freelance. And I don't have a highlight from the drugstore that I absolutely love, so I am just going to go back into that Wet n Wild palette. This is called the Comfort Zone, by the way, and I'm just going to take this brow bone shade and I'm going to use that to highlight. Alright, I'm going to do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, the brows are on, so let's go ahead and finish that lower lash line. I'm just going to take a smudger brush. This is a double-ended Eco Tools brush, and I'm just going to dip into that Psychedelic color. They don't have actual names, so I'm just going to call it the Psychedelic color. And I am going to start smudging that in my lower lashes. I wanted this look to be really easy and simple for everybody to achieve. Most of my looks are pretty easy to achieve, and I want to grow with my audience, so the more my audience grows, the more my techniques will grow. Make sure you connect it up into that crease. This looks so sick. Then I'm just going to take a blending brush and smudge out those lines and make it nice and smoky. And I'm just going to take my pinky into that brow bone color and highlight my inner tear duct and my brow bone. I'm going to curl my lashes and then add 2 coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I wanted to keep the lips fun but pretty, so I'm going to go in with a frosted finish lipstick. This is by Milani, and this is in Pink Frost. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below what you guys think and leave me suggestions for future videos. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. I upload weekly. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Someone out there is like, yes, I get you. This is so cool. And everyone else is like, girl. No, take that off your face. Blue, honey, blue. Yeah, blue.